friends, I'm Angela.
I'm Marcy.
And it's us
in the garage.
Bring it in. All right, welcome to your virtual cigar lounge. Like I say, always, yeah, it's all right, we're hitting that mic, apologize. Thanks so much for being here. We want to just always try to just jump right into this as quickly as we can because we know we're all here for the same cigar community experience, right? Your virtual cigar lounge, and hope you're joining us wherever you are with your smoke and our smoke. So here's what we're going to do today. I'm going to just kind of let you know a little bit of the snapshot here. We're going to, of course, talk about the cigars we're smoking. Then we're going to talk about, Marcy just got back from Mexico. We're going to touch upon Mexico. We're going to
wear my sombrero.
Oh, we're gonna touch upon that, and we're going to talk about some Grammy winners because we're at the end of February when I'm filming this. Again, let's get this thing edited and out in time. And the Grammys were just in February, so we're going to touch upon that. And also why I want to do that is because this being Puros and music, right? We and I will say this up front, not to kind of waste your time, but I set up a playlist on Spotify called Puros and Music podcast playlist, and it's public. And what we're gonna do is Marcy and I'll throw up the songs that we discussed. Like last time we were talking about Johnny Cash and Buddy Guy and your cool band Camp. So I put them, put them on there. So if you check our other videos, they're up. Ooh, there's something.
That was my lighter.
Ooh,
I was trying to warm it up.
Oh,
I fell off from under my leg. I'll get it in a second.
All right, hold on. Yeah, we'll have to.
I'm going to have to crawl into this.
And then, yeah, just last but not least, we're going to do a journal entry, and we'll discuss what that is, and of course our toast. So we're going to jump right in, but first I have to snap this out and get her lighter.
Got it.
All right, so what are we smoking today? Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
All right.
I'll go first. I haven't even been looking at what I've been getting in my luxury cigar box, which, you know, we've heard us talk about it before. Luxury cigar box, you can get the smallest subscription, you get 3 cigars every month, and they're always good. Like, you don't have to worry about, like, you know, is this going to be like a $3 cigar? And so this came from and now I'm not going to remember, this came from the January.
Oh, okay, nice. January 2024.
January 2024, and I liked it. It was nice and it was thin. So this is a Nicaraguan wrapper and binder, and it's a Honduran filler. The cool thing about this one is it is a 35 ring gauge.
Yeah,
so it's not
like
a standard ring gauge, which is kind of cool.
It's almost like a Lancero.
Yes.
A little bit.
Yep.
I don't know what their standard ring gauge on that is, but that's going to be nice. I've heard a lot of good things about CRUX.
Yeah, this one,
CRUX.
I think it was, CRUX. CRUX 8.
Yeah.
It's actually no, I just think it's CRUX because that looks like
for the cigar aficionados out there that know, they say when the wrapper, when it's a smaller ring gauge, you get more of the wrapper flavor throughout, and that is it provides a different. Maybe some people say better. I would, you know.
I think it depends on, I guess, what the wrapper is, right?
Yeah, for sure. But a better flavor profile. So let's see what you think about that. And let me get this lit here.
Oh, and she's going all fancy on us, folks.
I'm gonna use a cedar spill. See where it gets us here. Why is this going out?
I don't know. We seem to have problems with those. It's like it's too cold, people.
Yeah.
All right. I'm curious.
All right. So you this is the I gotta put the picture up, of course, because you can't see from there. I love the band on this, and I love the artwork. I love what they did. I think this is SP1014, the Sanj Patel. This is which I've loved. I've had this in the past. They do such a great job. Yeah, it's a boutique brand. His shop is out of New Jersey. The wrapper on this is Dominican. The binder is barrel-aged Mexican San Andreas, and it's a 5 filler leaves in here, all of which are undisclosed. So
could be good or bad. That's what we have left over. Put it in this cigar.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
But no, yeah. But, I picked this. Let me get this.
Yeah, get that going before your cedar burns out. Oh, that's a good.
I can hear the crackle almost.
I love
I
it.
don't know if the mic is picking that up.
And she's out, folks. And she's out.
All right,
It smells so good, though. I love the burn, the cedar.
Yeah, it is. It's so pretty. Gonna burn you. But yeah. So as I'm doing this, why don't you talk a little bit about why I put our playlist on Spotify?
Oh, well,
Because
people
copyright.
suck. Well, yes, there are copyrights, but you want to make sure that your stuff can stay private. If you want to, you don't need people.
Oh, I mean for the listener. I mean like the Puros and Music playlist that we made.
Just
That only one is public.
Oh, yes. Well,
We had to do that because YouTube won't let us play the music on this channel.
Oh! I don't think you told me that.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Well,
That's interesting.
Okay. Yeah, we can
Let her tell you about it.
Yeah, because if you didn't understand, maybe someone didn't know what I was just saying. And I was talking so fast. I was just trying to squeeze it all in there so we could get to cutting and lighting. Yeah, we if you've seen any of our previous videos, the whole reason, a long time ago, I named this Puros and Music is for just that, right? The love of cigars, which is Puros. And, but we had posted some video from some music that we were playing on our Bluetooth, and it was getting silenced, which, so...
Even though we said we didn't own the rights to this.
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah, so, like, and I think that, like, even if you play, like, a 3-second clip, they still get you, which I understand it and stuff, but I don't know. I mean, maybe I don't, because in my day, I could have just we just recorded music off the radio in a cassette player on our stereo system.
Yep.
So shout out to the Gen Xers that know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So did you have a double tape?
Eventually I did. There was a time it was just the
gotta
single.
Get that for Christmas for your birthday.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame because you want to be able to share, right? What you love. I mean, we can tell you all what we like, and you have to go look it up and play it for yourself, but it's different.
It's different because it would be cool if we could jam out to it here. So again, on Spotify, check it out. I think if you don't pay for a subscription, I think it's okay. You could download the app and get it for free.
Yeah.
You just have to listen to ads.
Right.
But as a DJ, I pay for mine. And also kind of as a mom, I have it. I don't know if you have the family plan.
Yeah, we have the family plan. Yeah. It's funny because
it's not even that much. It's not that much.
It's not, and I think you get like 5.
Yeah. Memberships
right?
Check it out. Whatever we talk about here, we find it's noteworthy, and it'll be. Oh, and a shout out to DJ Eli. He is the house DJ for Drew Estate Cigars. He's so cool. When I go to the Barn Smoker, he's at all of them, and he's got an online presence and I think Smokin'. I'll put it here. Smokin' E or something like that. He's the DJ that loves cigars. Too, like me here in the Hudson Valley, and I think he's out of Chicago, I believe. But he kind of gave me this idea because the same thing, people were getting blocked, so he does a podcast as well, and so he was like, dude, just go to Spotify. So I kind of so shout out to DJ Eli, because that's where I kind of got that idea. So we're doing that.
Very nice.
I just want to say too, for anyone local, I mean anywhere from really the city to Albany or in between, this tri-state area, come. I'm gonna put that information here too. I picked this cigar today because
I want to make sure I go next year or this year.
Yeah, you gotta let me know. No, the Cigar Barbecue.
Oh, that one coming up.
These guys are gonna be at the Cigar Barbecue that Handsome Devil puts out. And that's in Newburgh, New York. I'll put that information. So if anyone's in this Hudson Valley area or adjacent, you know, you could drive about an hour or so.
Yeah, it'll be worth it.
Yeah, and I'm going to be DJing.
That's why it's worth it.
Yeah, so I'll be there, and I'll put that information. So, and like I said, these I think actually Sanj might be, because it's a charity, donating a few.
Ooh.
So when you know, you buy your tickets online, and you'll get a Sanj Patel cigar.
Nice.
As well. So, all right, so we're gonna jump in. Let's start. Okay, let's actually start with what we're drinking. We didn't say that part. We always have to pair it with something. We usually do have the coffee. Oh, we didn't.
Cheers. So we're a little off our game. It's never too late for cheers, though.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Coffee.
Coffee.
That's my Long Island. See, the Long Island accent is kind of close to like Boston.
A little bit.
Sometimes when I say things like, and you say
we're
things,
more like we got coffee.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, pack your car.
We're gonna pack our car and have it, yeah.
And we just say
weird, but
park your car. But we don't. I think both places don't really pronounce like water. How do you say? Like if you were really the thick of it, like Dorchester or
Dorchester.
How would you say? How would they say water?
Water.
Water.
Yeah. Water.
Water. We say water.
Right. We have more of the you have more of the o. But the end always kind of ends up with the AH at the end, no matter what.
Yeah. Yep. Dorchester.
Dorchester. Lowell.
Harvard Yard. All right. So you just got back from Mexico, and I had said to you, if you see any cigar lounges or shops, take a picture. Were you able to?
I did. You know, we were at a resort, so there were some shops down the road that we could actually walk to, which was nice. There wasn't any, there were no cigar shops down there, but it was Sunday, and we didn't have any place to watch the Super Bowl, which my husband was sort of freaking out. He's like, I've never not watched the Super Bowl, even if our team isn't in it. Right?
Of course. Oh,
you watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah, of course.
So he was a little panicky because our resort
that's kind of cute.
didn't really have, like, there was one bar inside the hotel that had a TV, but there wasn't a lot of space. So we ended up going down to this place. It's Fifth Ave, and it is pedestrian only. And there's shops and restaurants and bars.
Oh, that's fun. That's relaxing. You know, you're not going to get hit by a car as
yeah,
you're like
it was
drinking, stumbling across the street. I like that. It's like closed off, or it's like
completely closed off.
I like that. I love that.
So we ended up having dinner down there, and it was pretty late, and we could hear some of the Super Bowl. We decided to just walk, see what was there. It was really nice.
With no plans to see it, or you were looking for like a TV?
He kind of got over it. Yeah. We watched the first quarter down the road a little bit while our friends were getting ready, and then we said, we're just gonna go to dinner and we'll see what happens. So we started just walking, which a lot of the shops were still open, which was really fun because, you know, it's like 9 o'clock at night. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I hate when you go, you know, there's stuff that has shops, and you're gonna go there and you think you're gonna have more to do than just have your dinner, right? What fun is that if it's not gonna be open?
Dinner and dancing.
So, believe it or not, there was this great cigar place. I had to have photos, so you can post
we'll put them up.
Yeah.
You text me.
And
yeah. Oh, cool.
It was just wall to wall cigars.
Oh, see, because with the cool. San Andreas wrapper and all that, and there's a cigar. Speaking of like Super Bowl, Cam Newton. I think he's kind of shouts out to. Oh, now the name is escaping me. Can you believe it? Anyway, there's a famous, really good, I have to put that, the name is escaping me, cigar from Mexico. I think it's a Mexican puro, so it's 100%.
Oh, interesting.
And so I was like, oh, if Marcy's going to be like almost in a different cigar heaven, so to speak, like in a different haven of life, right? Oh, that's nice.
So it just literally called the Cigar Factory.
I like the way that they did that.
And what I loved about it is that the shop owner was not, they didn't follow us around the store. Yeah. He was very chill about it. He's like, is there something specific you're looking for? And we really weren't.
Oh, nice. Did you buy?
I got one for myself and one for Doug.
Yeah.
And then he asked, he's like, "What kind of notes are you looking for?" He's like, "This one here."
And you knew, you were probably like, Doug, let me. I have a podcast.
Let me explain this to you.
You should have told the guy, hey, follow us from Mexico, man. Dude. We need the U.S.
Well, he spoke my language immediately. He says, "These have notes of coffee," and I was like, "I will take that one."
I'm in, yeah.
And Doug was like, "I don't care for that. I want something sweeter." So he pointed out another one. It was really fun. What I loved is they have this. They had a whole basket here of wrappers, so you could just basically fill.
Yeah, we'll have to show them.
Yeah,
when you text
so you could grab them and then roll your own.
Oh, that's fun.
And then these...
there's a shop on Long Island that does that. They roll on the spot.
This was really neat. Just this... They had a couple of statue holding this massive cigar.
That's really... I'm so glad that you found something.
Yeah. So we were going to We were going to smoke them there on the beach, and it didn't end up working. But it was a great trip, and I wish we had more time to go out and, like, kind of see what there was for cigars out there, but... I'm glad that we found a shop that he was very catered and like, what can I get for you? What is it that you like? And let me show you this. And it was just low key and had good vibe to it. So.
Yeah, it looks like a good vibe. Yeah. That's what. Yeah, like big and.
Yes. Yeah. Nice. It was airy, very and
it had a nice lounge inside, like you could sit.
There was no lounge.
I was gonna say, was that like? But we have probably a different like culture.
I think so.
Plus, everything's so marketed here, like in a different way.
Yeah, we could have lit up and just smoked it while we were walking.
Yeah.
But we did find a great open-aired bar that we caught the last 5 minutes of the Super Bowl of the fourth quarter, and then they went into overtime. So we were like, "This is brilliant!" Yeah,
you had more time.
We watched the best part of the game.
Yeah,
so
the fourth quarter and overtime.
Yep,
yeah,
grabbed our last drink. So yeah, if you're ever near Playa del Carmen, it was Fifth Ave was fantastic, and I wish we had gone earlier so that we could have gone back.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Because we
found a little gem.
It was already late and we had to get up early. So, but yeah, it's a great little place to just go and really see kind of like all aspects. I mean, there was American food and Mexican food. We were going to get Cuban. Then we were looking at a French restaurant. So
cool. Yeah.
It was great. It was good. It was a good trip all around. So I am looking forward to it. We haven't smoked those cigars yet.
Yeah.
So.
Cool.
I'll let y'all know.
Yeah, we should. Well, you're going to smoke them probably with your husband not, but I was going to say if you want to bring it on here.
Yeah.
But when you smoke them with Doug, take a picture.
Absolutely.
And we'll post it on
Absolutely.
Here.
We'll do a little review of our own. You can add that.
All right, so we're going to pour some spirits here. But before I do that, I want to give another shout out to Sanj. This 1014. I don't know how you say it. 1014 or 1014. What's the proper way? You tell me. Great stick. I'm tasting some cedar notes. It's nice and smooth. It's really delivering exactly what you want it to do. Now, boom. Hear that squeak? We had this before on the podcast. We love it here. I'm a big fan of Tom and Towel. We got our Speyside single malt Scotch whiskey cigar malt. So we're doing it right today. Cigar malt with cigars. Just gonna do one finger, and we don't have any ice today.
Do we need it?
We don't need it.
I don't think we do. It's perfect.
Somebody once wrote me a comment on YouTube, said something like, I don't know, maybe they weren't, I don't know if they were being nice or not, but I'm like, how do you taste flavor notes in the cold? Because I always say, I'm in this cold garage. Listen, we taste them. And me and Marcy, we keep each other toasty over here.
Yeah.
It's not that cold.
No.
It's still, cold enough that our Tootsies are getting frozen. Do you feel that?
I do a little bit,
a heater running, but it's not, it's too open an area in here for us to really, we need to kind of like, I don't know, put some kind of tubing. I need to get like an AC duct thing to direct it.
There you go. Yes.
Because I was almost going to say like a cloth, but then that will burn and that will be tragic. All right, let's cheers this.
Hey, cheers. There you go.
Cigar malt. It just packs that nice. It's got that smoky bite.
It brings out the flavor in your cigar.
It does. All right, so here we are at the music portion of today's podcast. I'm gonna let you go first. I'm gonna let you go first.
All right.
We said we're doing the 2024 Grammys. Now, I watched the Grammys. I think, was that when you were away? You were, or you don't? Do you watch them? Do you want to watch them?
I don't.
Make a point to watch them. See my music notes. I love it.
I do. I love all music.
I know you do.
I do feel like.
Is it BS though that
It's
because
got to be
awards
such a
for
spectacle.
art, most people there's some true artists are also against that. It's like how do you give an award so subjective to an artist, right?
Right. That's why I sort of like
which our guys here, right?
Eddie,
Eddie,
right.
Pearl Jam. They're very like kind of like what do you?
It's kind of like that's why I like the People's Choice Awards a little bit more.
Yeah.
I like. Not that I would watch them, but a little bit more like towards the MTV Awards, where the public is sort of casting their votes, and it's not.
Can you just we have to sorry we have to raise that just a bit more.
Oh,
cause see how we're gonna have different audio for the people. Cigar smells good.
it tastes good. It's a little bit earthy, kind of like cocoa-y. It's good.
So I interrupted us with the mic. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's okay.
So you were saying about
the Grammys. It's the Grammys. It has a panel, right? I don't think it's not judged by like the public.
Right.
So I also think it's become a bit of a spectacle. You know, a lot of artists use it as a platform to get out their statement. I don't know.
Well, you're entitled to your opinion. This is America.
I am. And honestly, I don't watch TV enough. I don't.
I mean, we like to keep it like kind of neutral.
3 hours.
We're not here to bash anybody, but
no,
you're entitled to. I mean, it's America.
I love celebrating the music. It's just not for me to like sit through and watch.
Yeah.
As far as that goes, but my picks.
Yeah.
Because I honestly didn't know who won. I didn't know who was up for awards.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at the list, I love who did win. I think there were a lot of good winners, and they deserved. One of them, the best alternative album was Boy Genius.
Yeah,
which
we love
them. But my favorite, I'm so happy he won, was Chris Stapleton.
Oh yeah, we love him.
And he won for best country song and best album for. Which was White Horse.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's great.
So I know I'm like scrolling down the list. Count Basie won.
Yeah.
It's Count Basie. Is he still alive?
I don't
know.
I don't know.
So that's kind of.
Is he though? I don't. We should.
It was Basie Swings, the Blues by Count Basie Orchestra.
So
I guess
they did
the orchestra one.
Because I was gonna say he would be like 100 or more, right?
I think
we'd have to
just
look
kind
at
of
a
neat.
Like the next break there. Because Count Basie, we were talking about my grandma before we started this.
Yes.
When I first started getting into DJing, and it's like my playlists are all the crates, the old crates they say, the album with the vinyl. But now, of course, I'm digital. It's 2024, but. I'm like, I got the 40s, the 50s, the sock hop, the 60s, the 70s, all broken down like that. And really, too, when you say, like, when someone just comes up to my DJ thing and they're like, can you play 80s? And I'm like, my goodness, it's really so broad.
There's a wide.
I mean, it could be Depeche Mode, it could be Madonna, it could be rock, it could be Def Leppard, it could be hair, it could be. So in the 40s, which is also big, even actually now it kind of swung back around. It's like which I love because like Frank Sinatra, New Young Brides are like maybe sometimes too they'll play a song that is nostalgic to their family, like their grandma or their or mom and dad, and which I love. So Frank Sinatra and then Count Basie. But my grandma, when I said to her, give me some big band, Glenn Miller. Stuff coming out of the 40s that you used to love. That's one of them that she loved. Count Basie. And actually, even as like a young, not even me, but my kids, let's say your kids, like believe it or not, and I'm glad actually that won. To tell you the truth, they must have recomposed it in an orchestra. because it really stands the test of time, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
I'm
absolutely.
A fan of Count Basie, which I didn't know as a little, like I never remember her listening to that as a little girl. I do remember her loving Frank. But when she told me that, I was like, who are they and what are they doing and who is he? And it's, anyway, it's good. It's good. It's actually good. It stands the test of time.
Yeah. I actually am just, I'm scrolling through, and a Best Country Duo or Group is Zach Bryan with Casey Musgraves. That's another really great song.
I like the collaborations.
Yes.
Actually, Eddie Vedder, you seen that online? Tickets just went on sale for their tour. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I should. I think now's the time.
We're not available to go. Anyway, that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, we'll do that another time.
Darn, I should have texted you. But aren't you in the fan club?
I
think you can still get tickets actually, but you probably have to pay double.
Through the nose.
Because I'm in the fan club, so that's why I got the alert.
Got it.
But I am sorry. I would have texted you. I wasn't thinking. But anyhow, what was I saying? Count Basie. Oh, Chris Stapleton. Oh, Eddie Vedder. I think he just did. They're doing something with like Post Malone.
Oh.
And I don't think he maybe it's for sale, but it could be on Spotify. Well, I don't know how that works really.
Sometimes they release just the EP.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's on Spotify, if it's on or YouTube, it's on YouTube. Then you can't buy it in the store, because we still there's a do you guys go to dark
side? Yes.
Yeah, we still have albums.
Oh yeah,
that we're buying now.
I buy new albums all the time.
Yeah, because there's also that controversy of the digital music, but how are they making money? We're still buying the music.
We're still buying, exactly.
And also I'm paying for Spotify, you're paying for Spotify.
Yes, I am.
I don't know how the artists if they do better if you buy it in the store. I don't know. But it's a different world. I mean, we come from the generation of when Madonna had platinum albums, she was probably making millions in a minute.
Yeah, and for them it was only radio play and album sales that they would get their royalties on. Now we're downloading and paying subscriptions, and they're making more bank.
Probably.
So let us play 3 seconds of it.
Yeah, man. Duh. What's with the blockage? Copyright. I'm not making a dime on it. We're just sharing. I'm not making
sharing the love.
I'm making nothing.
All right, so what did you have?
My Grammy picks. Flowers by Miley Cyrus won for Best Pop Solo Performance. Now, when that song first came out, I was singing along to it. I didn't actually know it was her at first.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know who I thought it was, but anyway. She performed it on the Grammys. I personally thought she did an excellent job. I love the lyrics of that song. It's a fun, catchy tune. I just love it. People also have opinions of her. And so one time, I don't even know, 15 years ago, when Miley went from Hannah Montana to her, but now she's more I don't know.
Stable?
I would say but in the beginning she kind of was more naked and more just no one liked that Hannah Montana was twerking in our faces. I get it, but I was girl, again, this is America, you do you.
Absolutely.
Well, we had one of her first CDs as the jump to Miley, and we were in Provincetown, Jen and I, and this lady was ugh, if we opened our car door or something and was arrived at the resort, they were the hotel, it's not even, there's no resorts in Provincetown. It's all boutique stuff. But the lady was I'd like to throw that away. She just put women back 50. I'm just
thank you.
I don't know if it that there's does she put women forward or back? Or both? People, they have, I don't know how you feel about it, but
I feel
I'm a fan.
I feel if you can't have you can, if you want to say to me, that's really not my jam, that's fine. But why do you have to bash it?
Right.
Why, you know what
Don't
I mean?
yuck my yum.
Just keep your...
Come on.
Yeah, why do you have to be a jerk about it, Yeah,
I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so, and then we could talk about being a jerk for the last song here. My next pick was What Was I Made For by Billie Eilish and her brother. They wrote that.
Was that in the Barbie movie?
That's what I'm going to say. Yeah, did you see the Barbie movie?
I've seen parts of the Barbie movie.
Oh, goodness. Marcy, you got to watch it from start to finish.
I know. I was actually caught part of it from the seat in front of me when we were flying back from Mexico.
So did you hear it or you saw it?
I saw it.
Okay.
I saw it. I was not. I do like Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
I don't care for everything she does.
Mm-hmm.
I found this song to be a snoozer. Like, it was so quiet and slow, and I just feel like...
No, it is. Actually, it is. And me, too, as like a person that plays... Well, we love Pearl Jam, but aside from that, we love Metallica.
Yeah.
Yes, I was even the same. I'm like, this is
something
too
that's a little
slow.
catchy. Something I can get behind and be like, oh yeah, I kind of grab this. And this is, I'm just waiting for the next lyric to come out of her mouth,
It's
sort
very,
of.
But to be honest with you, I felt the same way when it first came out. Even Jen, she was like, she loves Billie Eilish.
Okay.
Billie Eilish had to kind of grow on me. I didn't love her out of the gate.
Yeah, same.
And again, as a DJ, people, as soon as she came out with that, what is that boy song?
Bad Boy.
Yeah, people I didn't even know it was out. People were telling me to play it. Of course, I get the compilation stuff from my DJ pool. I had it, played it, and I didn't even know. I didn't know the song. I didn't know her. Because I'm, was probably jamming out to some kind of rock or Chris Stapleton. But anyhow, so she grew on me, and Jen loved her out of the gate. And so, but to be honest with you, I saw Billie Eilish do that song on SNL.
Okay.
And then I think she performed it live at the Grammys. And I saw the Barbie movie. Mm-hmm. And if you listen to the lyrics and you just associate it with like the theme of the movie, it kind of I'm gonna admit, it kind of choked me up, because it kind of means it can speak to you of like, what were we made for?
Got it.
Because actually the theme of the Barbie movie, and again, that's another controversial.
It
is supposed to be like, and the easiest way to boil it down is when she went flat. I don't know if you know that, when she walked in her high heel toes,
right? And
like
then
the Barbie doll, and then the whole thing is supposed to be that as women, like, how do we fit in as both the sex symbol, which I get too, because even in my grandpa's all the times, from a million years ago till this second. But when he was in World War II, the pictures of his planes, right? They had the boot.
It was pinups.
So it's like, right, on the plane they painted the.
Yep.
So to me, I feel like, is it their fault for
part of me?
I mean, if you grew up with TNA on an airplane winning World War II, how do you dispute that? I get both sides.
I do. I almost feel like listen, I think it's wonderful to have that power of men want to sort of worship women. And I feel like that
or
generation, or maybe
their
body,
maybe not our mouths. I don't know.
Maybe not. We should be seen and not heard. I've heard that before.
Yeah,
I feel like
but
there was a different level of respect that these men gave women. Back in the 40s and
this is true too, because my grandpa
I guess it's really when we started to speak up in the 60s, they were like, wait, no. No, that's not what I meant.
Right.
I meant you wear the pearls and the heels, don't open your mouth.
Right, we can respect you.
Correct.
And not
when you put my dinner on the table.
When you stop putting my dinner on the table,
you're gonna have a problem.
Yeah, I get it.
But we do have to walk a fine line.
Because I did live that too, because my grandparents had that romantic, and their dynamic. If I look back, it was they played their roles.
Yes.
Men and women, which it worked beautifully.
Mm-hmm.
But then my parents were divorced, so I did see that dichotomy, which you know too, I'm sure. Now, did you have grandparents that were still married that you saw?
No, my parents were divorced. I was a baby. I don't remember.
No, your grandparents.
All of my sets of grandparents have been married. We're married.
You knew them as like husband and wife, not divorced. Because some people had, like, your grandparents, you knew your grandma and your grandpa?
Oh, yeah.
Right, that's what I meant.
Yes,
I know
Oh, I thought you meant, like, the other side was, got it. No. I knew, I don't think I actually ever knew another divorce in our family. Besides my mother, but which I don't even remember.
Right,
correct.
Because you were a little girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we got, good foundations, I guess. So, but it is. I'll have to listen. I'll have to watch the Barbie movie. All right.
I suggest you do.
Keep your comments to yourself.
To be honest with you, and actually, if you watch it with Doug, because you know, there's Ken has a song in it, and to be honest with you, I would love to know Doug's perspective because it's really good. And
yeah,
it's good
he's actually had interest in seeing it.
no, and I think he would love what the whole Ken thing near the end. It's I think it's great. I think it's great.
I heard it was phenomenal,
and it's great to watch too. It's colorful and musical.
It is,
yeah.
From what I saw on the little girl's screen in front of me.
yeah. No, I think Doug would like it too. Believe it or not,
I think he will as well. So I would love to, because the song, like I said, I love songs that make you feel the feels. So if that can do that for me, I would love to give it another shot.
I do want to say that a fun fact of that is that Billie Eilish's song won for the movie theme. Wait, how am I going to say it? Best song from a movie. There hasn't been one since Celine Dion sang "My Heart Will Go On" from Titanic. So from then, I guess late '90s until now, no one has won a Grammy for movie theme song in a movie.
They just didn't.
That's what they said.
That's crazy.
It is, right? You mean like?
Well, I didn't know if you were going to say like a woman hasn't won since then, but
yeah, that is weird because I'd have to double look.
I would think
that's what it said in the Grammys because like Moana and all that, and
Moana,
they all won. Was that a movie? I don't know. Maybe I don't know what kind of movie song they mean.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, we did have a lot of animation throughout that.
Yeah, and a lot of those songs won.
They did.
Well, this. And actually, Celine did Beauty and the Beast too. But anyway, I digress. But my last pick was Midnight's album for album of the year. Taylor Swift. It went to Taylor Swift. Midnight's. Now, do you know any of those songs on that album? Because there's like at least 6 top hits on that album.
Yeah, I definitely do.
Yeah. But and I've been a Taylor fan since pretty much day one, honestly. Because as a guitar player too. She's fun to play some of her stuff, but are you a fan? Or
I am a fan. Would I say I'm a Swiftie? Probably not, but she's been consistent throughout her entire career, and she has given, I think, a good image for the young girls, and I think that's really important. Like you have Miley Cyrus, who was Hannah Montana, and all of these young girls. And then she changed, and that's fine.
I think that was what the shock was actually with like the woman. You know how there's like that Million Mom March stuff.
Oh yes,
behind the scenes?
Yeah.
I think that's what was the shock value with Miley was that she went from Hannah to that. If she just came out of the gate as no one knew her.
Yep.
Then I think it would have been less controversy.
Even Britney Spears. Although Britney Spears, I mean, she has the music. I don't know that was necessarily geared for like a 13-year-old. I think Taylor Swift had some just wholesome songs.
Yeah, I mean,
but then she can have she can have some some grittier songs and I just feel like she's been consistent. Listen, her love life aside. Yeah. Because I don't even know all the details. Nobody knows all the details. You want to write a song? Her new? Either way, I have a guy, I break up with him, I'm going to write a song about him. More power to you, girl. Yeah. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. You might as well get out your feelings through some music. I'm gonna judge you for that.
Yeah, well, that's kind of her thing. Her diary is her notebook.
Yeah.
Her songbook.
Her songbook.
But yeah, but the whole you were saying with the Super Bowl too.
Yes.
Even because you know how if the people that follow this podcast, my side gig is a school bus driver, and I heard my junior high bus. No, not my junior high. They were saying my junior high bus. The Monday after the Super Bowl, I heard a boy say something like, "Oh, Taylor, she's on this." Like you almost could hear them repeating their parents or something.
Yes, exactly.
She's on the screen 14, and then but the little kids, they were like almost fighting with each other because some little kid, like the boy, I think he was in like 4th or 5th grade, he was like, "Taylor sucks," and I was like. Guys, I had to get on the mic. I'm like, first of all, we're in school property. I'm like, nobody sucks. But then other like 6th grade girls were totally like, hey. So I was like, Taylor didn't do anything to you. So like,
that's right.
You know, because they know this like she was on the screen for 50 seconds. Like they you know, I don't know if you follow that because in the playoffs, I guess she was on the screen for 24 seconds, and people were like, guys, why are we up in arms for 24 seconds?
Can we count how many times Mahomes' girlfriend was, I can't think of, Brittany
wife.
Mahomes, his wife, thank you, was on, because I bet it was just as much. His wife. And, you know.
I know.
It also brought in...
It makes me laugh because it's like...
It also brought in...
What did she do?
An amazing amount of revenue for the NFL.
It did.
Huge amount. But... seriously, you know, how can you
dispute that?
Dispute that. Well, and why would the NFL not put her on the screen, knowing that you're not only bringing new people in to watch these games because they want to catch sight of Taylor Swift, but you're getting a lot of new revenue and new ads because they want to be seen with Taylor Swift. So
yeah, for sure.
Go for it.
The marketing power of that. And then Gary Vee, he's a big. You know him? He's people that know him know he's it's funny, sometimes you can have 10 million, he has like 10 million followers, but like, and he's big. I've been his fan for a long time, maybe even good 10 years now, but then it's like, there's some people haven't heard of him.
Yeah.
Have you heard of him?
I don't think so.
Because it's wild. It's almost wild to me. I'm like,
tell me who is he? What is he?
Well, I didn't want to go off on the tangent, but just
tangents.
real quick,
I will.
But real quick, he made a really good point, and he said, if anything else, it's a different dynamic now with dads and daughters, because a lot of the dads were posting online, like, you know, videos of them on the couch cheering for both Taylor and the game, and now the girl, you know, the daughters who are like 10 years old know, like, what's a fourth and down and a fourth and, you know, like, so fourth and one.
That is good.
Yeah, but he just made a whole big thing. He's like, he calls it the Taylor Swift effect, but saying that at the very least now, maybe like if a dad, instead of mom takes your daughter to the next concert, hey, that could be good, because that's a bond. That's a good bond. I mean, if my dad,
that's huge.
You know, when I was 13, took me to a concert, that would have been a profound difference. It would have been.
Little girls want their daddies to, you know, to like the things that they like, and I think it's fantastic if it helps bring that bond closer. Have at it, Taylor. I'll be a Swiftie.
Yeah. This has some really good flavor notes. Really good.
I'm glad to say live for you. I know you had to light it, but you hadn't been smoking yet. But I know you were afraid it was going to go out.
Yeah, no. So yeah, Gary Vee, real quick. He's just like, I don't want to even say, I guess a marketing guy, but he's more like, what it is really in a nutshell is, back in the day, he boosted his dad's wine shop in New Jersey. To like, I don't know, $60 million in revenue. Like he by using YouTube, like from day one. He did wine library TV, and he would like taste the wines, and you know, this whole big thing. So because he kind of used the platform in the early days and became so big, he was on TV for, like, he was on like Conan and stuff, and they're like, what's this wine thing you're doing and stuff, and then he got asked to be like a speaker everywhere, so he became kind of like a motivational speaker to teach everyone. So now actually he's like a guru of like, it actually helps me with this podcast of like what to do, what to, you know, best way to edit, what you know, how many times a day you should post, and
interesting,
it helps you build your following, and just it's a whole he's so much more than that, but just that in a nutshell. So, but and you as a business owner, to be honest with you, photographer here, professional photographer, for those that don't know, you should actually follow.
Yeah, I actually, it sounds like something that I might do.
Before we do our journal entry, all right, this is our cigar community. I like to give some cigar knowledge here and there with these episodes. So today we're going to do a journal entry. So for those that don't know, we're going to talk you through it. But before I start this, do you have any closing last words?
Oh, I liked the show. It's a good one. I liked my cigar. I think it was one of those that it kept going out, but I was cold. I'm like, I can't hold this anymore. It was good. It was weird because it was such a tiny ring gauge. So, but I'm interested in signing up for the the barbecue.
Yeah, we got to talk about that because you had something pending on your calendar, but we got to clear it. We got to clear that.
Did I? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
What was it? Do you know
Well,
what it is?
I don't.
Oh, wait. All right. Sorry. I'm going to look it
It's all
up.
good.
Tell everybody out there what it is. All right. We're going to journal.
But here's the thing. So, usually, as you smoke your cigar down, the natural warmth of the cigar loosens up the fruit pectins of the band, but this one was easy to come off. So I pre-tested it. I was like, this will come off nice. So I'm gonna just do this right now. So it's simple. You take your band and you notate it and why do cigar aficionados like a cigar journal? Tell us, Marcy.
Well, you want to remember what you smoke, because if you really are into smoking, you could be smoking 3 or 4 cigars a weekend even, right? And you forget what you've smoked, you forget if you like it. You're going to go to the store and you're going to be like, I remember there was one and it had these, So it is good to keep notes, keep a journal. Another really good reason is if you don't smoke a lot of cigars, that you can go back and learn what flavor notes you do like, because you may not realize it as you're smoking.
Yes,
a cigar.
Because I'm going to show the people. It has a little cute spot, and again, you can pick this up at Amazon. They're like $8 or more. And actually, also, I will put the link. I think his name is Jeremy Sears, if I'm saying his last name right. He has a really cool cigar and more, like spirits, man stuff. I think he calls it like something with the man show. Or let's do men. But it's really cool for men. I mean, even as a woman, for men and women to watch, because sometimes he'll have his wife on there too. But anyhow, I'm, going off on my own tangent within a tangent. I'm going to put his link because he's cool to check out. Okay, he's got a really cool YouTube presence, but why I'm saying it is I think he made his own cigar journal.
Oh, fun.
Like, I don't know if he pressed the paper, but you know how like you can make paper? Yeah. I think it's that kind of book. It's like homemade paper and rugged and it's really cool, and it's like bound with like really good leather. Like, he made it, and you could buy it and this and that. So
and
it's really
true.
Cool.
You if you don't want to spend the money, grab some paper and pen and just
punch holes in it.
Yeah,
stitch a string through it. A leather string.
You don't need to. It's just you want to know what the flavor notes are. Did you really like it? Did you not really like it? And would you buy it again?
I'm going to tell you this too. A really good thing about the cigar journal, on top of that, is if you know what spirits you have or what you only have left, let's say, in your either home bar. So what? Yeah. So if you're like, I only have like this tequila or this scotch, this and that. What bourbon? Now what? And what cigars you have left in your humidor? This could be helpful for you to be like, oh, well, I have a bunch of Drew Estates in my humidor, but I only have, X bourbon left in my shelf. I know that they pair well because I've notated it. I'm going to go smoke and pair that. Yeah. I think that could be a good reason, too, to go back.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, to remember what pairings as well. Because we're going to notate that I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5, okay, for Sanj, because he makes banger cigars. This was said to be a medium to full strength, and it was. I could tell. You get that little hint of that cigar buzz.
Yeah. So mine was definitely a medium plus.
Yeah.
For as little as he was.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was definitely earthy, and it definitely when I say it had some cedar. It was smooth. It had good smoke output. Cedar, I don't think there's a choice. I can't see. All right. So anyhow, you notate that. You make the notes. You write what the wrapper was, this and that. Again, so you know, like when you went to your Mexican cigar factory. Yeah. And you said the guy was like, well, what flavors are you looking for? Right. You could remember because I know I do notate a lot of and you know which ones I like. I think the most. Nicaraguan,
right? And the puros, all right, which is all.
Which is why I think I'm a big fan of Foundation and True Estate cigars, because they tend to have a lot of well, their factories are in Nicaragua, so
they
have a lot of Nicaraguan puros. So, all right, so that's that entry. And comment below if you enjoy doing that, or if you have a book, or if you're going to check out Jeremy's.
If you're going to make your own paper.
Yeah, you can do that. So, let's see.
All right.
We have
in your other book there.
My goodness.
Reach and stretch. And reach.
Reach and stretch. All right, so we're doing the Irish toast. Say it along with us.
Is this the ship's one? Oh, this is the ship's one.
Yeah, we're going to do this for a couple more, and then we have to find a new... we're not at the rotation of it yet. But, thanks for joining. Thank you for subscribing. Greatly appreciate it. Definitely comment below what you enjoy smoking. I hope that you were able to smoke along with us. All right.
Here we go.
So... there are good ships and there are wood ships.
Ships that sail the sea.
But the best ships
are friendships.
And
may they always be. Cheers.
Ala Sante. Oh, that really is smooth. And we will see you
next time.
Authentically and above.